Some viewers may find the following video disturbing. Viewer discretion is advised.
One thing I have to mention from the rip is the title, Monster in My Pocket. I always thought it was Monsters in My Pocket, especially when you have way more than just one monster on the cartridge, choosing a cover art showing classic monsters like goblins, werewolves, trolls, these things. Not to mention I keep thinking of Pocket Monsters, aka Pokemon for those who don't give a shit, which is quite the coincidence due to how close they are in the name. Monster in My Pocket, Pocket Monsters. And they couldn't be further opposites from each other. One a classic NES Konami game, and the other a video game empire that you either love, or like I said,
I don't care. I don't.
Speaking of Konami, most NES fans would already know that some of the best games for the original Nintendo were published by Konami. You also have to include Ultra Games, which is basically just Konami too, just here in the States. With such a great company behind it, Monster in My Pocket can't be bad, right? When you start the game, you are immediately surprised to see that the two-player option. Just like other Konami games like Contra, Monster in My Pocket is two-player co-op. You get the option of two classic monsters, either the vampire, which is obviously Dracula, or the monster, which is based off Frankenstein's monster in Dr. Frankenstein. Already I can notice some of the recycled enemies from past Konami games, but to start the game, pretty mild. On to level 2. Second level has you in the kitchen, I guess. And oh, look, some cheese. I always loved the way they drew cartoon cheese back in the day. Like in those Tom and Jerry, all that in the background. Yeah. I like how the vampire uses this double jump, which can be very effective towards dodging your enemies. But like many shitty jumping mechanics from the 8 to 16-bit era, it is kinda delayed. Get it? Because it took me a while to say that.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
I figured out that you have to pick up these keys along the way in every level, and they probably have something to do with beating the game fully, but when you hold the key, you can't attack. So when you're holding the key, and all the monsters are coming from every which way, going shithouse, and they're trying to hit you, but you can't dodge them because your jump sucks because it's so delayed, so you have to drop the key, so when you drop the key, then you don't beat the game fully, and no one gives a fuck because it's a stupid old game, you know what I'm saying?
Still don't care.
So you're probably thinking, why not just drop the key, beat the shit out of the enemies in front of you, and then pick the key back up? Well, that's a great idea, but sometimes you accidentally put the key out of the screen, and there's no walking back in this game. It's kind of like an old Mario Brothers. You can't walk back. It's fucking stupid. So even if I wanted to get the key, I can't get the key because it's stuck in the background. So you gotta make sure that you never throw the key behind you and to always place it there. Because if you throw it behind you, you're fucked. Might as well just say, fuck all the keys, I'm just gonna play this game. You would think a game made almost 6 years after the original Super Mario Bros. Would get rid of such a gaming inconvenience. But no, and in my opinion, I say fuck the keys, keep going. At the end of every level is obviously a boss. Here's an example of the level 2 boss, the snow monster, who lets out the saddest cry I've ever heard in any video game ever in this era. Next level is kind of weird. I guess I'm on a street corner, down the road, dodging floating grimaces and giant golf balls. Remember that commercial with those pigs? Here, I'll show you. Stage 4 was my favorite level so far, and I like the chain link fence.
Sorry guys, I had a candy bowl right there. I don't have any more candy. You guys don't even have bags. Where's all your candy? You guys minds? Alright. Shoo. You know what? Fuck this. I'm calling the cops.
Is waiting